A very good Monday morning to you and welcome to our Breakfast Prime Time News. I'm Katharina Chang. Let's take a look at your headlines. 5 persons die in 2 separate accidents that occurred in Dambulla and Nochegama areas. Complaints in relation to election violence rises to 427. Kerry reassures Israel on bid to rid Syria of chemical arms. Starting off with news here at home, 6 persons were killed and 17 others were injured in 3 separate road accidents in the Nochegama and Dambulla areas. In an accident in the Palvahara area in Dambulla, 1 person was killed while 16 others were injured. The accident occurred this morning when a bus toppled. Meanwhile, a father and a daughter were killed when a lorry and a bus collided at the Galayaya Junction area in Nochegama.
The mother of the same family was also injured in the accident while a toddler was left unharmed. According to the police, the accident was a result of a collision involving a bus travelling from Jaffna and a lorry. The victims were travelling aboard the lorry at the time of the accident. The victims, who were residents of Nigambo, were en route to Kopai. Meanwhile, 3 persons were killed when a motorbike collided with a bus in the Kandalama area in Dambulla. Motorcyclists and 2 other passengers in the motorbike died in this accident that took place at around 10:30 last night.
A candidate of the Nationalities Unity Alliance was attacked last night in Norachole by supporters of a candidate of another political party. The injured candidate was admitted to the Puttalam hospital.
Group leader of the Nationalities Unity Alliance, Kamuruddin Mohammed Fairuz, was attacked in this manner at around 8 last night. Speaking to Newsfirst, leader of the Nationalities Unity Alliance, Dr. Vikramabahu Karunaratne said, if acts of violence of this nature are taking place, this cannot be considered as a free and fair election. Meanwhile, district election officers took measures to remove an election propaganda office in the Daladagama area in Mahava yesterday. However, a tense situation arose when the candidate opposed to the measure. Later, the situation was brought under control with the intervention of the HQI of the Mahava police.
And in headline-making news, the Election Secretariat notes that 427 complaints have been received with regards to the upcoming Provincial Council elections. The Election Complaints Centre said that the most number of complaints have been reported from the Kurunegala district, with the number currently standing at 114. The Election Secretariat notes that 49 complaints have been received with regards to election violence, while 78 complaints have been received in relation to breaching of election laws. The Secretariat further noted that 219 complaints have been received with regards to the misuse of state property. Meanwhile, the police stated that so far 125 persons have been arrested for violating election laws. The police media unit said that 143 complaints have been lodged at the Election Operations Unit at the police headquarters. Apart from this, 62 complaints have been reported from the Central Province, 48 complaints from the Northern Province, and 33 complaints were reported from the North-Western Province. Now, today was designated by the United Nations General Assembly as the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer. The theme for this year is A Healthy Atmosphere, the Future We Want.
This event commemorates the date of the signing of the Montreal Protocol on substances that deplete the ozone layer in 1987. When ozone-friendly CFC-free labels started to appear in the early 90s, products such as refrigerators to many seemed just another marketing strategy. But in fact, These ozone-friendly alternatives may save lives. Skin cancer, cataracts and problems in the immune system are some of the effects of exposure to dangerous UV rays that penetrate ozone holes in the atmosphere. On this day, various schools and colleges around the globe organize classroom activities that focus on topics related to ozone layer, climate changes and ozone depletion.
The Met Department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at times in the sea areas of the coast extending from Galle to Hambantota via Mathura.
Winds will be southwesterly direction and speed will be 30 to 40 kilometers. The speed may increase up to 60 kilometers at times in the Gulf of Mannar Sea area and in the sea areas of the coast extending from Jaffna to Trincomalee and from Hambantota to Porterville at 50 kilometers at times in the other sea area around the island. Gulf of Mannar Sea area and the sea areas of the coast extending from Jaffna to Trincomalee and from Hambantota to Porterville will be rough at times, and other sea areas around the island will be fairly rough at times, particularly during showers.